In Photoshop, an action is like a macro, a little mini programmable application that you can always invoke later on, either in the same image or a different image, or even an entire folder. So what I'm going to do is show you how to record an action. This image, of course, is courtesy of photospin.com, and I did a search for tornadoes. So I'm going to go to the window menu, and I'm going to choose Actions. It opens up this panel that has all these kinds of crazy names in here, such as frame channel, wood frame, cast shadow, molten lead. These are all pre-recorded actions provided by Adobe, and they perform different tasks. Let me go ahead and move this image over a little bit. Let's say I want to apply this one here called sepia toning. Well, if I click on the name of the action, I can then press this little play button here, and then it performs whatever the action is as it was recorded. Now I have a sepia tone version of this image. I'm going to undo that. As a matter of fact, let me revert because I have to undo quite a bit to get back to the original. So I'll just go ahead and turn off all of those actions and they'll revert my image. There we go. Let's talk about how to make our own action. Now I'm going to twirl this up and show you that this is the default actions folder that you'll find when you install Photoshop. You can create your own set as well. So this is an action set, and I'm going to create another action set. So I'll click on this folder, and I'll just call it debris. Earlier in the tutorial, in the notes section, we saw that the boss wanted me to add more debris to this image, or rather the other image of the tornado. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a brand new action in this folder. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have this selected like so. And all I have to do is click on the record button. But you'll notice that I can't record anything. Now why is that? We only have a folder. There's no action in here yet. So we have to click this icon to create a brand new action. Now we can choose where the action is going to go. And it's going to go into the debris folder. So I'm going to call this debris. And it's going to go in the debris set. And I'm going to give it a, let's see here, a red color. And I don't want to assign a function key. This pretty much tells you which key on your keyboard to press to invoke the action. Pretty much everything is taken, so I'm going to leave it alone. And I don't want to mess up my predefined action. So I'm going to just record it and show you how to play it on your own. So I'm going to click record, and the little red button is now turned on. Now, what you don't have to do here is go fast at all. Photoshop is not going to play this back at the speed in which you perform the actions. It's going to perform them at lightning speed no matter what you do. So if you want to get a cup of coffee, it doesn't matter. You can take your time and build your actions. I'm going to create a brand new layer. Actually, I don't want to do it here. I'm going to go to my layers panel. So my actions are still recording. I'm going to go to my original layers, my layers panel, and I'm going to, on that layer, fill this layer with a grayish color. Then I'm going to go to filter, and I'm going to choose noise and add noise. Now pay attention to the actions panel. It's keeping track of everything I did so far. It created a new layer, it gave it a foreground color, it filled it in, and it added noise. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a motion blur, because I want this to be like a tornado kind of thing with the debris flying around. Then I'm going to drop the opacity down, and that is going to be my action. So let me go ahead and hit the stop button. Now my action has been recorded. All I have to do now is play it on a different image, which we'll do in the next part.